Hi, this is Tim Mobley with How to Checkmate with the King, Bishop, and Knight, and so much more, available in stores everywhere. And what we're going to look at is, previously, we went over the basics, the beginning stuff. I like to begin at the beginning. Next, we're going to go over endgame stuff, to begin with the end in mind. In particular, basic ending checkmates. So we're going to start with the king and two rooks, which is the simplest. Now, the way that I teach this is called the ladder rook. No, I did not make this up. And there are many ways to checkmate with the king and two rooks. I'm not showing you the fastest. I'm showing you the simplest. So the first thing is, if this king is here, you want to take the outside rook. The outside rook is the one furthest from your opponent's king. And you want to cut off as many squares as possible. The reason why you want to do this is because if you move this outside rook here, that's check, the king now has options. It can go backwards or it can go forwards. You want to eliminate those options. You want to push the king back and then finally checkmate it. So the first thing you want to do is cut off as many squares as possible. Then let's say this king moves here, which is its best move. And as an opponent, you always want to do the best move, even when you're down, because you never know where your opponent might make a mistake. For example, if this rook decided to come here, that's a mistake. In chess, we call that a blunder. If the rook moves here, the king can take it because nothing's protecting it. Remember? Rooks plus and times, rooks are plus. So this rook doesn't protect diagonally. It only protects this way and this way. So what you'd want to do is you'd want to double up your rooks, just like that. Now, can this king take this rook? No, because it's protected by this rook. Now, the best move for black is always to go straight forward or straight back. Let me explain why. If the king moves here like this, you can move either the inside rook forward or the outside rook forward. It doesn't matter. This is fine and this is fine. But if the king moves straight back, you can move the outside rook forward, which is the one I always recommend. If you move the inside rook forward, it's too close to the king could take it. So it's outside rook. And then again, the best move for the black king is to move either straight forward or straight back. It can't go straight forward, so it goes straight back. And then this is called ladder rooks because it's like you're climbing up a ladder. Outside rook, double up. Outside rook, double up. Outside rook, double up. So this doubles up. And then when this king moves straight forward, if you move this rook forward, it's no longer protecting this, so that could be taken. And if you move this rook forward, this rook is no longer protecting it, so that could be taken. And you can move this over here like this, but it doesn't really advance your cause any. It's not a bad move, it's just not ladder mate, and it's not the simplest move. The simplest move is when there are no other pieces on the board, besides the two rooks, the white king, and this king, is just to do a waiting move with the king. Because you're just waiting for this king to move. And then when this king makes its best move, again, you advance outside rook, best move, double up, and this comes here. Now once again, what do we need? Well, if this rook moves forward, this can take here. If this rook moves forward, this can take here. So what do we need? A waiting move with the king. So this moves right there.
Can you just move the rook on the G line to the left?
You mean like over here?
No, to the left in front, to the F line, from G to F.
Sure. But then this can just come here, and then if this comes here, this can just come here. So, back to where we were. Now, like I say, there are many ways to checkmate, but this is the simplest way. So, I just did another waiting move. So then the king moves straight back. That's its best move because it prevents the inside rook from moving forward. So the outside rook moves forward. And then this comes over here. That's its only move. Now normally, This rook would just come here for checkmate, but I don't recommend that, especially when you're teaching it and you're practicing it in tournament play. Because what happens is, sometimes the king's over here, and sometimes if you're teaching it to your students, they may not understand that if the king is here, you can't just do that. So then you want to double up. That comes here. Once again, we do a waiting move. And then finally, that comes here. You can move either inside or outside. I prefer the outside rook for checkmate.